Um, in addition to our DV battery plates that are interchangeable, we also have our new Pro battery plate system. The Pro battery plate system allows you to use the larger 3-pin gold mount type batteries or the V mount type batteries, depending upon which you like to use. The key to the whole system is mounting the plate first. What I've got here is one of the Ikan V8000 HDEs. And if you look on the back, you can see there are 4 mounting points, and you just have to pull the little protective tabs off. And if you look, you've got 4 mounting points on the monitor. A little piece of trivia for you guys out there: the spacing on these mounting points are 100 millimeters apart, and those just so happen to be the spacing distance for VESA mounting. So not only can you mount your battery system with these holes, but you could also adapt different kind of off-the-shelf VESA mounts to these monitors. First thing you're going to do is when you get your kit from Ikan that has all the mounting parts for the Pro battery system, you're going to have several different kind of screws and nuts and some spacers. Don't despair. You won't need all of them. In fact, this is one of those situations where when you wind up with extra parts after you're done assembling, probably means that you did it right. Because what we give you is we give you 3 or 4 different kinds of screws and spacers for different mounting situations, and we'll talk about that towards the end of this demonstration. The first thing you need to do is when you get the unit out of the box is that you need to put on your battery plate onto the square VESA plate. You're going to have a couple different hole configurations. You're going to have use your manual. The manual will tell you which hole configurations that you use to mount the battery plate to the metal VESA plate. Once you have that done, then what you need to do is hook up and connect your electrical, and there comes with a small pigtail that connects to the battery plate. There's only one way to connect it. You can't cross it over because it's keyed. Snap it in and then attach it to the back of your monitor, and there's a special little connection at the top for the Pro battery plate, and it just pushes in and connects like that. The battery plate has a notch on it, and if you see, the camera can see this for you. See here, it has a notch right here, and normally this notch can be installed so that way you can reach the 12-volt DC power that's on the monitor itself. It keeps it from blocking it. If you're not concerned about blocking that port up because you're using battery power, you can actually rotate the adapter around to any configuration that you want that allows you to put your batteries on there and have them change the balance in this location. I'm kind of mounting mine so that the Anton Bauer battery will slip on from the side, because I'm not going to worry about today having to hook up external 12-volt power to the monitor, because I have a nice big battery to use. You will take, once you have the plate in place, I find it's easiest just to lay the monitor down flat on the surface like this, put the plate on, line up the 4 holes, and then take the supplied screws with the Allen head and the Allen head wrench we provide for you. Once you get the 4 corners on and you have the electrical connection made, you're basically ready to start using this monitor with any of your professional large size batteries. Now, we have an additional adapter in here. I have not put that on yet, but I will put that on in just a second. I won't put on all the screws because I'm going to take them back off. But once you're done, the battery plate should look something like this. It just mounts on the back, and you're ready to use your professional large batteries on the monitor. So it makes it real quick and easy to use like this. Gives a lot longer user time when you're in the field. Now, one of the problems with using the Pro battery system is that some people feel that the batteries are a little large and a little heavy, and since we use a lightweight plastic case that helps keep the monitor light in the first place, some people feel that the Pro battery plate may be a little bit heavy for the monitor, and so what we have for those situations where the weight and the larger batteries may be too much for a plastic case, we have our inversion bracket, and I'm going to disconnect this for just a second. The inversion bracket is a metal bracket. It comes in the kit when you buy the Pro Battery plate kit. And what the inversion bracket does is it basically sandwiches between the monitor and the battery plate. And this allows you to use the mounting screws on the plate, either the bottom or the top, so that we can undersling or invert mount your bracket depending upon what you want. And what this will do is the metal bracket will take the weight off of the metal of your Pro Battery plate off of the monitor case. I personally like this setup because I feel that it gives all the strength of a metal case with the lightness of the plastic case, and is a good compromise between a rugged but heavy metal chassis with the lighter weight case. Once again, you do exactly the same thing. You just basically take your 4 screws, put them into the 4 corners. We supply you the right length screw and the tool for attaching this. And once you have them in place, you just tighten it up. Once those are snug down, you're ready to mount your battery. It clicks in. And then you have the Pro Battery plate, the inversion bracket, and the professional battery and monitor all in. Like I said, this battery plate, the inversion bracket and the battery plate can also be used on non-Ikan monitors, as long as it fits within the width between the top and the bottom of the inversion bracket. It actually comes with a screw that you can screw into the bottom, attach your monitor, and then you can just attach the Pro Battery plate to the inversion brackets, and then this will allow you to use any monitor with a Anton Bauer or V-mount type battery plate on there. On the V8000 HDE and the V8000 HDMI, if I said earlier that there is a difference between the tabs for the battery strap. The later models and some models have a recessed tab, while other models have tabs that extend past the case. If you are using the battery plate without the inversion bracket, it's sized and shaped so that it will install without touching the tabs. Now, if you choose to use the inversion bracket, one of the tabs will interfere on one side with the inversion bracket. And so what you will have to use is you will have to use the white spacers that are included in your kit to attach the battery plate using the inversion bracket. And the screws are slightly different. They're a little bit longer, but they basically install the same way. And like I said, for me it's easier just to lay everything down flat, kind of line everything up, and just start the screws from the top. And once you have the first one down, and let's go to the opposite corner and go around the monitor, installing the screws into the plate all the way around. I won't go through that process, I won't show you that, but it's pretty easy. Another reason why you may want to use the spacers is if you are using the monitor with some sort of VESA bracket. You'll put the spacers in, use the longer screws, and this allows you to get your DC adapter to plug into the bottom of the monitor, and not because some VESA brackets off the shelf for like mounting LCD monitors will block the DC port. So if you want to use it with a VESA plate off the shelf, you may have to use the extensions, the white extensions, to help that clear. Additionally, like I said earlier, if you want to use our Pro Battery plate with any monitor other than the Ikan monitors, what you can do is don't worry about the electrical connection. You can just kind of tuck it away inside. You will take your inversion bracket and you will simply mount the battery plate to the inversion bracket directly using the supplied backing nuts. And once you have the battery plate mounted to the bracket, as long as the monitor fits within the width between the top and the bottom rails, and you can actually take this and just tuck it up inside underneath the battery plate so you don't have it touching anything. But once you have that together, for standard monitors other than Ikan, you can use the supplied 1/4x20 screw and screw that into the bottom of your monitor. So, as you can see with the Pro battery mounting system, and choosing between that and the DV snap-on plate versions, you have a very flexible way of powering your monitors when you're in the field. You can do it with DV batteries, you can do it with the Pro battery plates. Not only will the Pro battery plate work with our monitors, but as long as it fits in the width, you can actually use it on other monitors that are out there. All in all, it's a pretty flexible system. Thank you for joining us today. Hope you see you again soon on the Ikan channel.